Okay, hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games, and I think that we are live now. Just, game was taking a little while to boot up. Okay, so, oh shoot, is this a save file? Oh, the save file here is for after the war has already begun. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is, just go ahead and jump right into it. Once again, we're trying to defeat the Divine Mandate, but what I'm going to try to do this time is put a greater emphasis on trying to push east. Maybe commit a few less divisions in the western section. So, like, for example, we're going to take this guy and move him over here. Yeah, let's just try to get there however we can, as fast as we can. And trying to relatively minimize combat. You see, like this, I hate when they do shit like this. I'd rather they just come up and around like that. Okay, here we go. Okay, that division's heading east. That one's going there. This one's going here. Okay, yeah. Because we do need to take some of the western section of the Mandate in order to win. You know, because the capital is going to move over here, but that doesn't mean we need to neglect the east because we lost the capital before. And when we were trying last time, we got pretty darn close. So I think we can pull this off. I'm just glad I've got the fuel. All right, the Ostland stuff's pretty much over. Come here. Actually, come here. Come here. No. Actually, no. You were right. You were right. Dressler wins in Ostland. Come on. Some of these areas are really big. Right, the thief territory, so-called thief territory, has lost. Okay, what are we short on? Still the damn rubber. So that's another thing, is I need rubber, and I can't trade for it when I'm at this stage of the regional development, so to speak. I'm wondering if I want to switch somebody out, maybe. Planning speed. Hills. I think we need our winter person here, Kosov. But yeah, daytime stream also. Hey, how about that? This guy's not doing anything, and that's annoying. Attack right here. Attack right here. God, it's gonna take fucking forever for that guy to get over there. Then where's this one? Yeah, it's going over here. No, head direct north, head direct north. God, the speed of fighting in eastern Siberia is just the most obnoxious thing in the world. Uh-oh, that's why we're going so slow. My OBS is doing that shit where it's completely throttling the CPU. Yep, it just, okay, hold on a sec, guys. I'm gonna have to turn off the OBS and then bring it back on. I should be back in like 30 seconds. Okay, and we should be back now. So, yeah, I just had to turn off the OBS and come back right on. The manpower is more obnoxious, though. There we go. Look, you see how much faster we're moving now? That was a huge difference maker. No, the manpower thing is fine. We're gonna be fine. Nothing to get hung about. Da 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 forever. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Okay, we're good. Victory for the Blocchi Nazionali. Alright, I think the peasant uprisings have begun here. Whatever. Not worried. Not worried at all. There's two of them here. Okay. Here we go. Actually, no. Let's change that out. I think industry might be better. Yeah. So we've got the help from the Japanese. How are we doing? Look at that. 56% of the way toward capitulating them already, and we're not even really pushing into the west that hard yet. So I want, you know what, you need to come up here. You need a slant eastward. Because taking a lot of these individual tiles is going to be important. Okay, Kamchatka. Looks like that's been, that's what they've determined is going to be their capital. Okay. And there goes the Union of South Africa. That was the end, my beautiful friend, the end. Come on. 47% toward capitulation. And there is Mordrell in this terrific portrait of Marine. I think we talked about this before, that like this belly work is straight out of Jacques-Louis David's Telemachus painting. That's very good belly. I'm not talking about like, oh, the fetish. Nothing like that. I'm just saying, whoever did this art, that's good stuff. Mordrell is well into his third decade of heading the Breton National Committee. Experts everywhere wonder if things will remain as they have since the Congress. But I thought Marine was 17. Alright, howdy there. Potential plateau. False prophet. Yeah, come on. Speed, speed, speed. Denounce the father. CHG has a belly fetish. I just said I don't have a belly fetish. Oh, no, it's the horniest person in my chat. That's who's... Okay. Could safely ignore this. Did everybody see the painting I showed last time? It's a Jacques-Louis David painting. He's the same guy who did Napoleon crossing the Alps and the coronation and the funeral of Patroclus and yeah, he's got tons of famous paintings. Have I played a Hearts of Iron 4 campaign in any mod that's harder than Amur? I probably have. I'd have to think about it. Of course, there's some that are just obnoxiously hard, where it's just, you're not really intended to win at all. But I would say the Casa Free State was difficult. In Equestria at War. What else was a difficult campaign? You know what? I could never beat the I could never win as the Changelings in Equestria at War, which people do all the time apparently. But I don't know. I guess I'm just missing something because I could just never ever win as the Changelings, and I've tried. And every year I try at least a couple of times a year. And, they do updates and they make them stronger and they nerf them or they whatnot. It's just, yeah, the Changeling campaign has my number. I can't fucking figure it out. Yeah, actually, no, this is too much. This is too much. You need to come over here. They got to be pretty close to falling, though. Come on, look at all this stuff I have. No, 76. Yeah, they're going to, like, make me take every fucking tile, I think. I really hope they don't have somebody waiting in there, or I'm going to be screwed. Give me that. Yeah, give me that. Political campaign, train our troops. Yes, yes, yes. So I guess the Changelings in Equestria at War, especially because I'm Constantly told how easy it's supposed to be. According to the devs, Amur has one of the most interesting campaign arcs in the mod. Really, that's like a consensus they all came to, because I know that mods are made by several devs. But yeah, I've heard good stuff. But most I wanted to try this because I hear that it's hard. Ustanera. Ah, there's somebody here. Force attack, force attack. Let him. We gotta push him back. Push him in. Push him in. Push him in. Quickly, quickly. I think that, yeah, they're retreating now. Yes. Okay. Almost lost my cool there. But everything is just pockets now. And in fact, I think once we take the capital, that'll be enough. We took more casualties. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get in there, get in there. How much longer? Why can't I see? It's gonna take 2 days to get there. Gotta keep that guy pinned. Keep these ones pinned too. Once you come down here, take Magadan back. First was the Bergsai guy for Germany. Bergsai guy? You mean Himmler? Himmler's not in Germany, technically. He is in the Ordenstadt. So, a friend of mine in real life started watching my Ordenstadt Burgund campaign. Even though he's not really a Hearts of Iron 4 player, he is interested in the story. And whenever something just, you know how people say, oh, this is the worst timeline ever. Lately he's gotten in this habit. He'll just goes, we are in Ordenstadt Burgund. Ordenstadt Burgund time. Are you fucking kidding me, mate? Holy shit. Forced attack again. I can't. No! They took their capital back. Gotta be fucking kidding me. We probably actually don't need it if we end up taking enough of these other tiles, but still. What obnoxious bullshit. Let's see. Can I ask if every evil Russian warlord that play it will in the Moe Order as anime girl? I'm afraid I didn't understand that. Oh, Hydric. Is Hydric Burgundian system? Well, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. The division was spent entirely the last man. Oh, that's right. I only have 11 divisions left now. Fuck. We can figure this out. Okay, these guys, attrition is starting to affect them. Damn. Oh, you're asking if every warlord I play will be as an anime girl. No, not all of them. Yeah, there's some I don't want to play in the Moe Order. So, for example, there's another nation I want to play in Central Siberia. I don't want to do... There's two, actually, that I have no intention of doing the Moe Order for. And then there's one in Western Siberia that I am on the fence about. I don't know if I want to do Moe Order or not. I think I've said this before. There's 8 Russian warlord reunification campaigns in total I want to still do, counting this one that I'm doing currently. Let's see here. Have I tried Novosibirsk? No, I always go into every Russian game blind. The only exception is when it's like if I've kind of played it before. So, for example, I've played Komi 2 times. I did Stalina, and then I did what was the other one? Yeah, Taboritsky. So I kind of knew the beginning part because Komi's beginning is the same until you hit the election. Or it's pretty much the same. Well, actually it's not because the events are different. But you guys know what I'm saying. Like I had at least a little bit of familiarity with Komi because I played it twice. Or I played it once before. And same thing with the West Russian Revolutionary Front. I did both paths back to back because I was doing all the Pravda girls. Novosibirsk is an easy one. Just buy all the other warlords. let's see here. Resources maybe. God, that's gonna take forever. But, oh, that's it! We won! We won! Oh, shit! We won! Amur is victorious! Hoo! After the next update, you should play a superpower. They're going to add 9 new proxy conflicts, stuff like the South African War and Indonesian War. That sounds pretty fun. Yeah, the South African War was a lot of fun. I enjoy that. What are going to be the other proxy wars? Some stuff in South America, perhaps? Or what? Hello, Texas T. Yes, indeed, I did pull it off. Let's get this save file. Ah! Hold on. Okay. Amur wins the East. All right. So, what are we gonna do now? Let's improve our motorized equipment, Kashira. Come over here. Now, how strong is the Commonwealth? Holy fuck, 32 divisions. That's gonna be tricky. And it's not like we got some high popularity areas to work with here. So, what I'm just gonna do real quick is we're going to, in 24 days, once we're done scavenging for loot, we're going to start doing the agricultural methods, and then we'll do the new focus tree. There's going to be a proxy war in West Africa, in the Philippines, and in the Caribbean. In the Caribbean? Dang. I know the Philippines are islands too, but proxy war here, there's not going to be a lot of room to move around, really. Alright, and yeah, let's go down to Vizod Triumphant before we get the unification also, so that I could decrease coring times. Okay, I think the worst is behind us. Having said that, Siberia, this Central Siberia, or Commonwealth, is going to be difficult, I think. It's definitely going to be a problem. Uh-oh. The pragmatists have unified Kazakhstan. So, well, I think, I don't think I've seen any of these three. No, that's not true. I've seen Batov win before. Well, I don't know who's going to be in charge, but Samara, if Samara's won in the West before, I sure don't remember ever seeing it. So that's different. Okay, let's get them training. Might as well make every soldier I do have very, very good. But we're going to need to do something about population. This is a real problem. Yeah, there he goes. Sverdlovsk unified West Siberia and will now institute the pantless regime. A lot of gray and beige in Russia this run. Yeah, I suppose so. And you got this purplish Commonwealth going on. The Caribbean one isn't a war, it's a political conflict. So have they given a timetable for when that update would probably come out? Ending the heresy. Even the Patriarch conducted the last rite with trembling hands. The lever clunked, the bodies dropped, ending his spares instantly with an inaudible crunch. Oh, this is interesting. This is spooky. Let's read this. The crowd that had been assembled to witness the execution of Alexander Men was uncomfortably silent. Nobody said a word or threw anything as they parted to let the black shirts through, their priestly prisoner in tow. Men was haggard, starved, broken, but unbowed. He continued to quietly pray through bloodied lips, pacing along as calmly as a monk going about his cloistered life. Only at the far fringes of the crowd were voices heard, voices that whispered to the northern priest who had taken on a reputation that far eclipsed his humble form. Some spoke of his plain appearance, others of his supposed sorcerous powers. All were tinged by fear of what might come as a consequence of his demise. Even the patriarch, avowed follower of the church and the Zod, conducted the last rites with trembling hands. The black shirts standing alongside the condemned glanced around nervously and tapped their feet, wishing only for the sense of discomfort, of wrongness to end. Of wrongness, to end. Men's quiet prayers wormed their way into the ears of those around him. There was no acknowledgement of the noose being fastened around his neck. The lever clunked. Men's body dropped, ending his prayers instantly with a near inaudible crunch. Bolotov, who had specifically tied the noose to strangle the priest to death instead, turned white as snow as he realized what had happened. They all knew the truth in the depths of their souls. A terrible thing had been done, but none would ever speak of it again. The citizens present that day would forever live in silent fear of the judgment that now surely awaited them. Man is unjust, but God is just, and finally justice triumphs. Alright, well, I've been known by a lot of things in my life. I've been a fascist rabble-rouser, a counter-revolutionary, a bandit. But now I have the title of Zod and can truly affirm myself as Russia's guide. They don't want to give a date in case there's a sudden delay. Yeah, a mod I've been really looking forward to playing recently got delayed. Which is a shame. These things happen. And best of luck to them. I'm sure it's going to all be worth it. Alright, agriculture. Team Blue versus Team Gray. A friend of mine in real life was showing me and some other guys this picture he found online. It was from the Civil War of a dead Confederate, and it said, "The last soldier to die fighting for your freedom, wore gray." Wow, really makes you think, doesn't it? Oh, are Afghanistan and Pakistan at war? Yes, they are. And there is Samara. Okay. Samara unifies West Russia. Dark skies. Zaya, Chita. Oh, hello, 10 Braification. Zaya, Chita, Magadan, Irkutsk. The swastika flies over every corner of eastern Siberia. The streets are quiet and orderly, save for the roving gangs of black shirts who continue to drag enemies of the state from their homes and set them dangling from the gallows. The strong rule and the weak suffer what they must. Hey, that's a reference to the Peloponnesian War. Toiling for their betters in the mines and concentration camps. Dozens die every day, crushed beneath a Russian jackboot. Finally, all is as it should be in our reborn Russia. There remains much to do before we turn our gaze westward and begin the liberation of all Russia. With our immediate threats disposed of and the RFP secured, the Zod now has the opportunity to carry out his planned reorganization of the nation. We still want for many things necessary for victory: proper industry, modern agriculture, and large-scale armaments production, just to name a few. But no minor setbacks can stop us from fulfilling our destiny. We have risen from our Siberian backwater to claim the entirety of the Far East. Our enemies lie broken, burned, and buried. Every foe we face has been shattered by the iron fist of National Socialism. The same will be true for any other Jewish puppet who dares stand before us. The skies darken, not with the gloom of defeat and destruction, but under the shadow of our glory, invigorated by God, and given form in the Vozd Savior of Russia. Nothing can stop us now. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now. So what do we got here? The Hand of Russia, the Pride of Russia. Where is our army professionalism? Do I want to do that right now or wait? Oh, it's pathetic. It's awful. Terrible. Soul, heart, pride, and hand. Where's the population? That's what I need. Woman's lot. Persecuting enemies. Speak with Bolotov. I need something that's going to help me with recruitable population. Agriculture's good. but recruitable population is half a point. Quality in quantity. I think this is what we want right here. This way. Oh, we can write a letter to Germany. Those are always fun. Our new provinces owns Bilio-Bizad. What? Oh, so we can get this. That's actually a fair amount of manpower in that section right here. Okay, so maybe we should go for that. You know what? Let's get devoted army quickly and move from there. So we'll take Pride of Russia. And also get the... Yeah. Let's see. How many other countries didn't mass purge their traitors when the government prevails in a civil war? Yeah, I'm about to activate the thing. Just hold on, I'm thinking. Let's see if there's anything else I want to possibly get. No, I think we're good. Yeah, we've already funded the new agricultural methods. We're done there. So let's go ahead and do that. This is going to hurt our political power game, though, but we'll get a research slot. This is actually going to hurt our recruitable population factor, but that's just the way it is. Did you hear in Israel we swore in the first deaf lawmaker? Hey, check that out. Amur unifies the Russian Far East. How about that image? In a strange turn of events, the windswept taiga of the Russian Far East is now reportedly under the control of the forces of Konstantin Rodzaevsky, founder of the Russian Fascist Party. While the idea of Russians embracing fascism may seem bizarre, many analysts point to the RFP's key role in the All-Russian Expeditionary Force as a precedent. What comes next for Rodzaevsky's regime is uncertain. Logically, the RFP will probably begin a push into Siberia proper in an effort to unify Russia. How this so-called Vzod and his followers will interact with the international system is uncertain. Although the RFP and Rodzaevsky have long enjoyed the patronage of Japanese backers, his vision of a fascist Russia is clearly closer to the German model, considering his party's virulent anti-Semitism and his extensive usage of Nazi iconography. The consequences of this development remain to be seen. Dark times in the Far East. You know what? I kind of want to... Let's see here. I kind of want to do a different wallpaper. Even though I was given this by a dev, and I do enjoy it. So let's see here. Like TV drone. Let me check something here. Far East characters. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so I have the flag here, so I could like blow this flag up, and then maybe get something with like a transparent background. Could probably figure something out. Something like you know, do something like have this with her over the flag, you know? But I'll do that in between episodes, I guess. Let's see here. So, we are now the all-Russian government of the Far East. And yes, we have manpower once again. Hallelujah, I'm a bum. Hallelujah, bum again. Okay, so a couple things I want to do. We're going to do poverty relief, and we're out of power. Poverty relief it is, and nothing else. But no, I noticed we have a lot of focuses that are going to give us more, so we'll be okay. I'll be alright without you. So what kind of artillery do we want to use here? Maybe we could go with like armored self-propelled artillery. What do you guys think? What's the production cost on this? 15 compared to but you see the problem is we've got factories. Let's do it. Light armored self-propelled artillery. Or we could do heavy. No, the heavy's way too expensive. Plus the weight I think would be pretty bad out here in Russia. So we could just like take these out and put in the Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Tembrification says, Dear Nazis, I made a fascist government that thinks we're the superior race and that you're degenerate. Please purge yourselves while we eat the rest of Russia. Love, Amur. Yeah. Shirley Pinto did her speech entirely in sign language. That is interesting. I would imagine that they're going to have to, I'm trying to think of, like, the little complications that come from having a deaf person in the legislative body. I guess they'd have to have, like, a printer basically making things just for, just in Braille, like every bill. If I was a legislative body, I'd probably just install one in the Capitol or something, because it's going to have to be cranking those out for her. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Okay, so for now, let's make as many line divisions as we can, and we'll just convert these later. But I just kind of want to get a sense of how many divisions I can actually put in the field, so we can start filling up that frontier with Siberia. Have one of those court typist people be assigned next to the deaf lawmaker. Oh, there you go. Just ticking away. I've had a lot of classes in universities over the years that have had deaf people in them, and there's different things. Like some they have usually like there's like a sign language person that because the university the university has like disability services. Hold on a sec. Wait, we're doing this with the artillery. I haven't gotten the land doctrine buffs yet. Maybe something with support. Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with better engineers. So most of the time you'd have somebody at the front of the class doing sign language. But I remember I once was in a class, it was like a big auditorium one, where she had like this little, oh fucking hell, don't crash, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Okay, I guess we're good now. Where she basically had like a little mic, and the professor would just clip it to his shirt, and I guess it picked up, I guess it was like a speech-to-text thing. So she would have her laptop open in front of her, and so he would be speaking, and the words would appear on her screen. So she could, yeah, that's how she would hear, or hear, in quotations, hear what he said. So Wallace Foster Bennett says, Dear leftists, if my government is an oppressive regime based on the ideals of Adolf Hitler, the man who has caused our motherland to fall into utter destitution, then why do I get support from Japan? Who is the enemy of that? It's an airtight argument. Oh yeah, we can trade for rubber now. Oh, except we don't have... We can't. Alright, what could I do to deal with the administrative strain? Okay, so we're going to have to do the Soul of Russia stuff. So we've ended the Tsar's pitiful bit. Wait, how long do we... Okay, let's think here. So we've got until... Technically a little bit afterwards, but... We've got about 3 years to get done what we need to get done. All this is going to take like a year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's going to take more than a year to get down to glory to Russia. Fuck. That's bad. That's real bad. Here we go. Indonesian wartime. Yeah. Caffeine flows. So we're getting tea and coffee. A toast to all future successes. I was actually thinking yesterday, I think I might want to start making some homemade, what do they call it? Kombucha. I used to do that a few years ago. It's really cheap to make at home. I think I had heard about it on this YouTube channel where I used to get a lot of cooking recipes from. And these guys were like, yeah, here's how you can make homemade kombucha. And I said, what the fuck is kombucha? And I guess it's like this really trendy drink. But you can just make it at home with tea. Buff free Indonesia. I hate always seeing Indonesia win. I don't think I can send any help. Yeah, we don't have any reason to involve ourselves in the war. Or you mean like before the war starts? That'd be the only time I could do it. Anyway, so kombucha is basically this thing you just make with tea. It's it's tea, and you have this thing called a SCOBY, which grows, and so yeah, I think I got everything I needed to make it for like $10 online. Let's say a new day. Yes, it is. And so I used to make bottles of it, and then it turned out like a lot of my friends' girlfriends were into kombucha, so they'd like to drink that, or I'd give them some pretty frequently. And I just made it at home. It was just this flowing flavor thing. The only thing I ever and like it only would take like I think 5 tea bags to make like 5 gallons of it, or like not 5 gallons, but a lot of it, basically like a couple gallons worth. And you could, at least around here, you can buy 100 tea bags for $1. He awoke. He felt a throbbing pain in his head. It was bad this morning. His sight was blurred. He could not make out the time at first. It was 2:30 in the afternoon. His body was aching and sapped of energy. He rolled out of bed and landed on the floor with a loud thud. When everything already hurt, what was a little more going to do? The burst of sunlight caused Rodzivsky to flinch. This land from Lake Baikal in the west to Kamchatka in the east was his and his alone. All of Rodzivsky's enemies were either dead or wishing they were, and his dreaded armies had their boots firmly on the neck of the Russian Far East. If these victories were to continue, he thought all of Russia would be at his mercy, along with all the undesirables hiding therein. A great darkness arises in the east. Nice, got some political power. Okay, so what are we going to do? We don't care about war support. We're fine on stability. Army professionalism could be good. Agriculture could be good. The research facilities is not a high priority. Industry stuff's good, but I think in the end I'm gonna want the agriculture. Although, what is it I'm trading for? I'm not trading for anything. The consumer good factories are just too much. New Russian society. Let's come over here. True sons of Russia have bled and died to destroy this weak reality. Okay, whatever. Let's do... Has that agriculture. Once I get up to mass mechanization, that's going to help with my consumer goods too, and a little bit with the monthly population, and a little bit with recruitable population. Yeah, so let's keep going in on that agriculture. And anything else in particular I'd want to do? Logistically, I'm pretty much fine. No, actually, no, I'm not fine. Certainly not in regards to the motorized equipment. Oh, it's because I don't have rubber, so I'm fucked. I think we're gonna stop building these. What am I gonna do about rubber? Fuck. You know what? What about the resources, synthetic refineries? Do the synthetic refineries here automatically give... Oh yeah, here we go. This is they'll give me more rubber. Okay, so let's come over here and get working on that. God, it's gonna take a fucking year. This all sucks. Returning expatriates. Yeah, I want that manpower. I'll give me like 4,000 manpower. Sounds like Russia. Have I ever tried to make leather from the skin? Oh, I don't know. Reworked, the New Order enemy will basically be like Coney, working almost every ideology besides Bergside, and you go through a new leader almost every year. Really? Well, then I'll wait to play Italy when that's done. Rodzivsky has to work hard to get ahead of Boris in the addiction department. Is that going to be a mass mandate anymore in Israel? Huh. Nature is healing. The Irish Republican Army has stepped down. Total break from the Einspakt. Have the Irish finally stopped fighting each other? Let's see. Tenbray says I prefer the masks. Well, as a Floridian, I don't blame you. When I went to my cousin's high school graduation recently. Nobody had to wear masks. El Paso's done extremely well in regards to getting vaccinated against the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, but I took one anyway. And I said to one of my other cousins at one point, I said, "Oh, no, I'm not worried about the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. I just don't like breathing the air of all these other filthy El Pasoans. Because I hate the people in my city." Oh, shoot. Well, there you go, Russian Far East. So, now we're going to do... What's going to help next with the administrative strain? There's 2 down there. So, spawn some units. I guess I should just... Yeah, commit to this side. Factory output helps a little. Yeah, the Union of Fascist Little Ones. We had a lot of wings. It's going to educate many Russian youth in Harbin and the rest of Manchuria. We want to consolidate our control of the Far East in order not only to restart the program, but extend it. Floridians, aren't you from Texas? Yeah. By Hamon. But I think, well, I guess we're going to see. One of the things that's going to be an interesting side effect of all this is if we're going to kind of see a... Really? Do I not get bonuses to refineries either way? Fuck this. Ugh. But it's going to be interesting to see if mask wearing is going to have become normalized in the United States, where people will wear them when they've just, they're getting over the flu or something. Because that's kind of more normal in Asian countries. I remember I was watching recently, this was last year when things were kind of peaking. I was watching this one anime, and a character, basically there's these siblings, and the brother is sick, and so the sister is going to take care of him, and the first thing they do is put a mask on him and put it in bed. I'll probably also in the future, wear masks whenever I'm traveling via plane. It just makes sense. You got so many people from all over the country. They're gonna. Although not that I fly a plane like every 3 years or something. But that's how you end up sick on vacation. You're at some connecting flight and someone from Vermont's got the flu, and then he infects everyone in his room. You know what? Let's get that state resources thing after all. Oh, they're not always all female, Wallace Fester Bonnet. The one that I played, the anime submod for Equestria at War that I played on April Fool's Day, that one has males in it. I forget which one it is. I think that was the No Tyson one. Because Equestria at War has, I think, 3 anime submods. There's a lot of them for some reason. Oh! Pop my... Wow, this sounds like an enormous update, Greek commie, excuse me. Oh, more stability and war support is both very good. Yeah, propaganda programs. Let's try to do that frequently. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Come on. You know what? I think we're gonna switch everybody over. So, bye-bye, recruitable population. It was nice knowing you. Okay, character building. It's been a month since Fyodor has last seen his parents. Okay, so he's been part of the little ones. Let's see. Every morning came the overseer, rousing them before dawn with the clamor of a brass bell. The racket always signaling the same thing. Another 14 hours of splinters, bleeding fingers, broken toes, and harsh blows of the overseer's trudgeon. The Zod was right, though, thought Fyodor. The path of righteous labor was full of hardships. Kolya and Sasha had washed out already. Some of the others whispered about how the pair tried to escape and were caught, but Fyodor knew the truth. They had failed their race, just like his cousin Tyoma. They weren't real Russians. But I am, and I'll prove it. Hey, got more manpower. All right. Nice. There's a reason superstitions are known as old wives' tales, is there's nothing more dangerous than an idle woman. Okay. Well, all right. Let's see here. If you're going to do gender bender anime submods, I hope the rare real-life woman leader shows up as a male in the universe. Yo, that reminds me, so years ago, when they were first discussions to reboot Legend of the Galactic Heroes, one of the... What the fuck did I just click here? What was that? There was something up here. I don't know what I just clicked. There was a little indicator here by the... Excuse me, by the X mark, and it disappeared. Well, shit. Let's see here. Oh, I just noticed that you can't use paratroopers in the New Order. Interesting. So what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So I was keeping track on what the word was regarding Legend of the Galactic Heroes. And there was actually initially plans to do gender bending of the original characters. And I thought that meant that they were going to do, like, they'd change some of the men into women, but actually it was going to be two-way gender bending. Hey, oh, I think Yeltsin just showed up. There's Boris. Yeah, do you see the suddenly bright blue here? All right. Hold on. Arms shipments. I don't think we need those. I will cross my... Oh, but we can start building the new artillery now. So where would we go? Is it under here? Basic, but yeah, light, SP art, Spart. Oh, I just realized I was never making regular artillery. Well, that's awfully awkward, isn't it? Uh-huh. Hold on. Duplicate this. So how would I do this? No. Okay, wait. Duplicate, and then I want, would these be under mobile or armored? Yeah, light self-propelled artillery. So we would like switch this over like that, or remove. What if I did something like this? Oh, it's a pinch too big. Okay. I don't know. What do we want for this? I don't know. We'll do the rooks for now. So this will be, whoops. Whoop. Armored art. Okay. So if could I switch everybody over to this? We would need, because I want to see how much self-propelled artillery I'm going to need for that. So it's going to cost me like 1,500 of them, which would take me 6,042 days to fill. Okay, wow. P.T. Bunyagard and Robert E. Lievsky. The blue oh yeah, blue versus the gray. A woman's lot. Women of Russia, be not beguiled by the honey words promising liberation. The true woman, as conceived by God, no longer exists in the decadent West. She has been hanged with the rope of Judeo-Bolshevik feminism. Her successor is the degenerate, liberated woman, the whore of Babylon. This wicked harlot thinks nothing of snuffing out unborn lives in her womb. And for what? That she might enrich herself with a career meant for her husband? Oh, but how rarely does she need one of those. Faithful monogamy is not for her. She is happier when she has an unending line of sinners with which to fornicate endlessly. Devoid of any morality, love, or faith, she ends her life as a ruined, dishonored, and drug-addicted Jezebel. Such is how the Jews would have you. As well, to embrace Western feminism is to cast off all that makes a woman pure and godly. In Russia, we understand that God has a place for us all. For men, that place is on the front lines and in the factories. For you, blessed wives, sisters, daughters, and mothers, that place is in the safety of the home and church. You are empowered by the Lord to bear life anew. Only from your natural state can happiness spring. The joy of raising children, of welcoming your man home after a hard day's work, of finding comfort in the embrace of the masculine sex. Children, kitchen, church. Alright. Let's keep moving. What was I just talking about? I was talking about... Wait, my armies... Yeah, so I think what we're gonna do is let's train these guys with just the they're just in the pure infantry division form. It's like let's do something like this. We'll train them up like that, which I think costs more manpower than the armored. Yeah, so we switch them to that and train them, and then we switch them over to the self-propelled stuff later. I was talking about something else. We were talking about... We did the fascist children. Oh yeah, I was talking about Legend of the Galactic Heroes. So, there was going to be gender bending, and I remember some people were going like, ooh, both ways gender bending? And so, like, for example, there's these two characters, one of them's a lieutenant in the army, and the other one's a pilot. And they were saying like, oh, so in the original Legend of the Galactic Heroes, the lieutenant, well, I guess the pilot could be a lieutenant too, but anyway, it's like the lieutenant make him a girl and make her a man, and that could be interesting. And then there's like a couple of womanizing characters in the Free Planets Alliance side, because I figure all the gender swapping would have to have been done on the Free Planets Alliance side, because there's not going to be women in the military in the Galactic Empire. It doesn't work that way. We're not going to do this, and we're not going to do this. Do I need the guns? No, we're good on guns. I think we're kind of done asking Japan for help, except for the industry stuff. Let's get the army professionalism up. So it's like, oh, what if you made the womanizers into women like they did in Battlestar Galactica, where the character of Starbuck was a man in the original Battlestar Galactica, but they switched her to a woman for the oh, nice, we can get improved versions already for the 2003 version. Come on, nice, okay. That's everybody. Cool. We got a full 24 here with several years to train. Great. Russo-Finnish ceasefire has happened. So they were only able to pick up Onega. But yeah, just I remember there was so much speculation about like who would be gender bent, and then some people were going, it's like they had better not turn Reinhardt or Kerchis into women. Okay, it's the best that's the best homoerotic representation in anime. Don't you dare bring a woman into this queerdom or into this gaydom. I don't know what you'd call it. I was like, don't you dare. Oh man, you know that also reminds me of a thing where I remember I saw this. And it was a joke comic, but it was this super long comic that somebody drew, where it was explaining why like it was just the joke was it was a gay man trying to distance himself from every other member of the LGBTQ community. So like you know, like a lesbian would come up and talk to him and he's like, how are you doing, fellow homosexual? And then he would go, shut the fuck up, don't talk to me, how dare you be a lesbian, what's gonna happen to the human race if all women were lesbians? You need to get your ass back in the kitchen and start bearing some children. It's just this really silly thing. Let's see here. And like the gay man was also racist. It was. I wish I could find that comic again. It was really. It was It wasn't real. It was parody, but it was so funny. I'm pretty sure it wasn't real. And because then the punchline at the very end is he tries to talk to a straight man, and the straight man just is rude to him and tells him to fuck off, basically. It'll be German collaborators versus Japanese collaborators. Hey, I'm not collaborating with them. They just send me shit. But yeah, gender bent Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Oh, speaking of which, the parody sketch reminds me of the Black Klansman skit from Dave Chappelle. Oh yeah, and then at the end, yeah. So for those of you who don't know, in case you whippersnappers are too young. So Dave Chappelle used to have his own TV show on Comedy Central, and he did a bit where there's this like really freaking this person who's the head of the KKK who's extremely influential, and it turns out though, because this like I don't know, the BBC or somebody sends a reporter to go find him, and then they discovered that the Klansman is black, and he's being played by Dave Chappelle, and it turns out he was a blind kid, and so he went to his school for the blind, and he was in like the Deep South, and he was the only black kid there, so they just taught him the same as everybody else. So he hates black people, he's super racist, but he is himself black, and in the end he and I remember the reporters talking. I was like, why don't you tell him? Like, why are you okay with a black man leading this? And like this one guy goes, look, I know that we're a white supremacist movement, but the fact is, he's just too important to the cause because of his books that he would write or whatever. So then at the end, the character, Dave Chappelle's character, finds out that he is black, and then the final twist is that he divorced his wife because she slept with a black man, meaning him. so he didn't love her anymore. Let's see, revitalize national service programs. That's gonna hurt stability, but yeah, let's do it. Oh, the death of the prince. No, the detailed, colorful portrait, it's gone. But what was I? Oh yeah, so speaking of Legend of the Galactic Heroes, so I've been struggling to get this damn episode 6 out, but I think I'm going to be able to at least get rendering the final product today. So the idea is, I thought I was building infrastructure down here. Yeah, hold on, we got to build infrastructure there and here. So the concept, oh, you know what, I should do some of this. Oh, I should have been doing this ages ago. Increasing the military budget and stuff. I'm a fucking idiot. Damn it. So I've been having so many struggles with trying to get this Legend of the Galactic Heroes episode out. So I've been trying to find good audio software, and the two that I found, which are like universally praised and free, I've been struggling with. So in the end, I ended up just deciding to record on OBS software, which is not really ideal because I just needed to catch audio and it's recording the video also. And plus the audio is just not that great. But then like I have to do this whole thing where I have to like make a duplicate copy of every episode that I review, meaning the physical episode, because it has to do with the file types that I have for watching Legend of the Galactic Heroes. So that just eats up time. And then the converter that I was using for because I don't record into MP4 formatting on OBS. I record into MKV formatting because I don't know why OBS is like this, but you know how sometimes I say like, oh, I ran out of storage space and it just stops recording. So if you're recording in an MP4 format, do I want signal companies? Maybe. Actually, I think maintenance companies or like logistics might be better for me. I don't know. So the MKV thing. So yeah, I have to record an MKV, but then Hit Film Express, which is the video editing software I use, doesn't take MKV formatting for editing. So then you have to wait. Hold on. Where do I want to go? I think down the middle here. Congress of the Russian Fascist Party. Only one opinion on the way forward, and that opinion is the Vzods. Yeah, why have a Congress? It's all just they're all doing my things. No, you need somebody to count the beans. All right, let's trade with Japan. Yes, we have rubber. So I have to then convert the MKV into MP4 formatting after I've recorded, and then I have to download that converted format, and then I can put it into the video editing software. So as you can see, there's like so many steps to go through here. But then also the fucking the conversion software that I usually use, because there's plenty of free ones online, they lowered the limit on one, and then on another one it keeps saying that I'm over a gig on every video, even when I'm not. So I ended up having to basically just find a whole other one that was actually good. So I think I ended up using Convertio, it's called. No, I used freeconvert.com. Yeah, so that I endorsed them. So I had to do all that just to get all the shit into the video editing software, so I can actually start, editing the goddamn episode. So I was editing a fair amount of it before I started this. After I do this, I'm gonna work on some things and then do the Legend of the keep working on it. So it looks like the episode's going to be about 16 minutes long, but I'm really hoping I'm going to be able to get it out tonight, which would be really, really fucking cool. But incidentally, if you want to be, if you are interested in being in the credits of that video, let me know if you want the link to the Patreon, or I guess if maybe you don't want to say it publicly. Let me pull up my Patreon. Everybody who's a $5 a month or more contributor will be in the hold on, public page will be in the credits of the video. So today is the day to join up if you want to be in the credits. So time's a wasted. Deathly Science. Silence, excuse me. Rodzaevsk is a new city for the Russian Fascist Party. The chaos of Harbin is gone. Let's see. The most attentive of them are the party comrades. Dozens of supposedly loyal party members have been exposed as Zionist sympathizers in the past days at the behest of the true loyalists. A deceased cousin who married a Jew. A brother who visited family in Magadan before the Reconquest. Even a relapsed registration at the headquarters years ago. All are enough to draw suspicion and arrest. Hello there, JP Garcia. Georgy Sekharev recruises himself from the Congress, preferring to stalk among the shadows in the back and watch for suspicious behavior or listen for further information he can use. He has to report what he's heard to the Vzod. No other party members can be trusted, according to Rodzaevsky, and Sekharev cannot lose his credibility, not without consequences. Bolotov is visible during the Congress, seeing who's conspiring. The Vzod sniffs out conspiracy. When the remainder of the puppets have been wiped out, then Russia would be free to forge her own destiny without malign influence. His authority is secure. Okay, let's speak with Bolotov and see what's going on here. It's not gay if you're on the giving end, you're gay if you're a receiver. There you go. Good attitude. But yeah, I'm very excited to finally get this first episode up, and now that but before I do episode 7, because I want to try to do an episode a week, but I'd like to go faster if I can. I need to fucking figure out what's wrong with this Audacity software, because I was able to record on it just fine, but I wasn't able to get the what do you call it? He's prairie owling. Yeah, I wasn't able to export it, and then I was looking up I was looking up stuff, saying, okay, how do I export out of Audacity? And then I would try to follow the instructions that I found on videos online, but then there wouldn't be anything there. Liquid reserves. Hey, does anybody remember the George Wallace live streams in the New Order I did, where I completely paid off the national debt at one point? And some people, you just had all these people going, no, you need a little bit of debt so the foreigners can be invested in us. No! Well, I just did my southern cackling. It's fun stuff. Okay. So yeah, we got the better version of this out. That's way, way too ahead of time down there, though. You know what? Soft attack here is going to be 240, but if I did something like this, I probably should. This is something I should have checked before. 240. But if I did this, this would be... Okay, yeah, it's a significantly larger amount of soft attack. Yeah, good. So the foreign investors, they ain't good enough for a bet. It's like, no, you need debt! Alright, we could go to security service, which will help our stability, will help our daily political power gain. And it'll give us a couple of units. Or I can get 4 units of black shirts. No, we want eliteness! Otredi obspechnian bezo pasnotsi. It has a nice ring to it. If you say so. Despite the Germans' troubles with their SS, the Zod is wide enough to know not to ever let the OOB get out of hand. The black shirts are overextended, and the OOB would be the perfect tools to cement control over the populace. Reign of peace for the compliant, a reign of terror for the dissents. Confirmed French Revolution! Konstantin Rodzivsky is cringe and unbased. Some guy on the Russian reunification compilation video by very ugly xenomorph. But alright, see you later, Tenbray. Have a good flight. So what's this? Oh, it's automatically will bypass. A strong proposal, do it. Yeah. Nice. Cool, that saved us a month. And we're going to keep reducing that strain even more. Yeah. I think the worst of the consumer good parts of it is gone. So that's cool. Actually, no, it's still pretty bad. We got to increase our utilization over here. Like that. There we go. There, we got 7 factories now. Costing me a fair amount. Oi, oi, what's happening here? Well, these guys are already trained up, so that's cool. Oh, nope. No. We need the Boris. Especially because I'm probably never going to play that nation. Alright. I will cross my fingers, hoping I do that. Italy joined the co-prosperity sphere. I thought that stuff wasn't until later. Okay, interesting. How long have I been streaming? I kind of want to get some food. I didn't have a proper breakfast. Could warm up some chicken. What do I want to do to eat? Do I have tomato sauce? I can make like that oatmeal chicharron. Got the onions. Let's see what I got. I need onions, carrots. Ooh, I don't think I have carrots. I'll figure it out later. Alright, let's keep improving the anti-tank equipment. There goes Conquering History Games muttering to himself again. That's because the chat's getting a little quiet, that's all. Feels like the game is slowed a little. Yep, oh, now we're getting lag. What's happening? Something's happening somewhere in the world. Okay. And now it looks like I'm going a little faster again. What is that about? See, Italy always joins the OFN. Oh, I've seen them join the co-prosperity. I've seen them do both. It seems to be about 50-50. What's really rare is when they just forge their own destiny. This, again, no, just in my own personal experience. Saifuddini indicates Tunuk Abdul Raham becomes a prime minister. There's going to be a communist Italy path in one of the next updates and some very wacky fascists. Oh, those wacky fascists! That's why we play the New Order, isn't it? Oi! Oh, did Pakistan beat Afghanistan? I think they did. Yeah, they took some of these parts here, didn't they? I think they did. The swastika is deep as black. Da 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 da. Something smack. Only regret. 50 years or so. He left. Some landmarks were the same. Dishmael. Felt like an idiot. Some wrong. No longer the second most powerful man in the far east. Just another man isolated on the street. Pretty much, Socialist. Burgundy just got more nukes. Mark my words, it'll get laggier and the game will ask you to go to 3 speed. Oh no. Can I do a Hank Scorpio impression? My God, why didn't I think of that? That one? The, from The Simpsons? Woo! Do I want to import the trucks? Do I still need trucks? No, we're good on trucks. We're kind of good on everything, except not really, because I haven't turned these guys over yet. Okay, really? There's 2 fucking people we're waiting on? Whatever. I'd have to listen to Hank Scorpio a little bit before I dialed it in, the impression correctly. You know, I could use support artillery. I think I have excess amounts of it. But we're still not even making half a point a day of the self-propelled, so we need to... Oh my gosh, why do I have so many down there on infantry? That's completely unnecessary. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, now we're just like that. We're at almost 1 a day now. Much better. We just need a little more rubber. New list. This is the start. There's a lot more where that came from. This is a good start, but it's not enough. We need to purge the rot to cut out the infection by any means necessary. I want these names taken care of, but I want more names. Russia shall be cleansed of the toxins affecting her. Hey, we got political power. Ha ha ha! Alright, what else can we invest in here? How's the economy stuff going? Oh, that needs to be up and up. There we go. Worker training? Sure. Has Gooding went off the deep end yet? I don't think so. I think he's still just sitting around the Germanian triumph. Wait, no, he's at war with somebody, actually. Who? With Slovakia. Oh! What? Look at him. There's like 2 tiles. That's it. Any Crusader Kings 3 campaigns in mind? Oh, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I'd have to catch up, see what's new. You can't do this to me, Vasya, please. You know how much I sacrificed! But, there's some mods for CK3 that I'm interested in. Bratislava burns, and with it the last bastion for a brighter future. There is no hope left for the people of Slovakia. Oh, don't you dare crash! Yeah, I don't like all this lag that's happening. It's making me nervous in the service. You know what? Go ahead and stop training. I'm gonna have you guys. I'm gonna pull you guys to the side and do that because I want to see. Fuck! I keep missing the clicker. The thing I'm trying to click. Whew! Oh, jeez, we're crashing. Oh, no. Wait for it. Okay, so they just beat the Netherlands, I guess. So this is saying we've got a notably inferior enemy waiting for us on the other side of the border. But I think it's because they don't have anybody on the border. They're keeping an eye on Yeltsin. I thought Shostakovich was supposed to die. Is Free Indonesia winning? I'll have to take a look. Looks like it. They're doing pretty good. Yeah, I just gotta get down to Jakarta. Oh, what? Wait, what? Oh, that's the North Borneo administration. My bad. The scheming Jew. Do not let success dull your perception, for it is a candle in the wind. Do not let success dull your perception, for it is a candle in the wind, burning bright in fits and starts, and in the darkness lie those who wish to snuff it out. Do not tolerate the iniquities of Bolshevism. And so the Bolshevik remnants protest and try to bring us down. We do not tolerate parasitism, and so the parasites cry out and seek our demise. As the shadow of our stature grows, so grows the shadows in which the agents of Zionism can scheme against us. Do not fail to be vigilant, for if you fail to spot a traitor, it is as if you had betrayed the Russian people and enacted the plot yourself. If you see something, say something. The more you know. I will cross my fingers, hoping to be satisfied. Alright. See what we got here. Education funding could be, I don't know. Every other unifier is wholesome, or at least I'm sorry, but isn't Samara made up of Nazi collaborators as well, or no? I don't know who Zykov is. Poland is lost. This time, perhaps this time, forever. Yep, Free Indonesia is in the power position. Oh, he's a Jew, huh? A Jew collaborating with the Nazis. Oh, so Samara's being reformed right now into democracy. Decadence. Yeah, I think they're winning. It's basically just Java here. Oh, I found out the slang term for when you mix it, because you know how there's the term Spanglish and English and things like that for when you're mixing together two languages. When you mix Indonesian and Japanese, it's called Javanese. A scribe of thought. In the light of the great neon swastika, our party grew strong, and when the weakened Bukharenites collapsed in the face of superior National Socialism, we seized our chance. I recommend to all Russians who wish to strengthen their knowledge. History is written by the victor, so we're rewriting how we came to our victory. Excise the cancer. Well, that's gonna start making things worse. Well, we gotta keep going. Get rid of this administrative strain. Sooner the better. Now you want some Java rice? Or coffee, perhaps? Wonder how LBJ's doing here. Still has the American malaise. Idimo of Herrera. Huh. So the men get gathered up and they were all shot. Barrels of oil were poured onto houses and shops as innocent people within screamed in horror. Anyone trying to run was shot before they got far. The temple was the last to be ransacked and prepared to burn. Captain Sasha Mininkin could do nothing but weep as the winds carried the screams of the dying to his men. All around him, men wept and retched as the village burned. Sasha looked down at his uniform, at the rank insignia that rested there. With tears in his eyes, he threw it down. He ripped it off and threw it to the ground. He was unfit to wear it. So, just a little come and see action going on there. What would a combination of Latin and English be called? I don't know. That'd be a little difficult to pull off. One's the root of Robat's languages, and the other is an offshoot of Germanic linguistics. Suspicion is a superb thing. It is to order what jealousy is to love. Yeah, that reminds me. I'm also going to get working on the French Revolution stuff again. I just really wanted to at least get one Legend of the Galactic Heroes thing up. The French Revolution stuff's going to come thick and fast once I start working on it. I like how instead of just picking a city on Borneo, Indonesia just said, screw it, we'll build a new city entirely. With blackjack and hookers! Oh man, we might be in a stalemate situation here. Okay, so let's start switching these over to the armored artillery. We've barely got 10% of what we need. That's just terrific, isn't it? Combination of Latin and English would be called Modern English. I'm excited for CK3 cultures. I don't know. I'm behind. I don't know what. Hold on, wait. I only gotta do one of these. Find them, list them, catch them, or reopen Colma. The prison camps have been officially reopened. Let's do that. Yeah, so I don't know about all the updates that have happened. Didn't they do like a Norse update recently? Because, you know, they're a Swedish company, so you got to. Got to! So yeah, I wouldn't be very good for asking questions about CK3. You can combine them, diverge them from your parent cultures. Looks like they will be like CK3 religion. Or like how you can form cadet branches of your family. Well, that would be interesting. If you can make a lot of custom classes. I know that you can have merged things, like you can form English culture and you could form English culture, or you could form Outramare culture and CK2 and stuff, but if you could just totally customize them and then maybe give them your own name, excuse me, could be fun. They released a Viking DLC. Irish culture and English culture equals violence culture. Bring yourselves to order. Your leaders have led you down a path lighted by the deceitful lanterns of the Zionists. The agents of Jewry will tell you this is about... Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Nice, nice. You know what? I'm going to make a save file for this. The Second South African Civil War. Hell yeah. Hold on. Second South African War. Next DLC is going to add a 3D throne room. Oh, so you could decorate it? Oh yeah, that used to be a thing that you could get, and I think it was only in Civilization 2. It was the only one where they did that. But as you improved your civilization, your throne room could be improved. So at first, it's literally just a rock in a room, but you could improve the pillars. You could make the throne better. You could get like curtains and stuff. I don't think they ever did that in any other Civilization games. It was a fun little thing. Let's see. Why do the English always say they're British when talking to Americans? Answer. Because after the Boston incident, they always take care to hide their T's. Yeah, so work will set you free is what we... Okay, so... Well, the news coming out of Africa has been sporadic at best following the German victory in the South African War. A flurry of chaotic reports now confirmed the total collapse of the Boer Republic. With the launching of a coup by General Magnus Malan against the crisis-stricken Boer government, loyalists to the former South African state have now risen up alongside multiple native African revolts throughout the country. Having suffered extensive damage and looting during and after the South African War, the order to the Boer government to disband and prepare for annexation by Hans Huttig appears to have been the final straw. Addressing Boer loyalists by television from Bloemfontein, General Milan has declared the end of Boer collaboration with the Germans and vowed that the entirety of South Africa will be retaken from rebel and terrorist hands. Yet another war in Africa? Yeah. Oh, very dark skin, Moe. I like to see that. I hear dark skin anime girls. Their popularity is spiking because there's that new anime out called like, what is it called? Like Don't Bother Me, Miss Tagoro or something. But it's the girl, who's always teasing the guy. She always has the smug as fuck face. I think maybe it's just because of Love Is War or something that kind of genre is peaking. Because there was this other one. I remember a friend of mine. This was I think a couple of months ago. He wanted to watch Love Is War. So we watched a little bit of it, and he was saying, "Oh, that's interesting, seeing things from the high school perspective." And then he was telling me that there's another one that's like with middle schoolers, I think, and it was called "Don't Tease Me, Takagi" or something. And it's just these middle schoolers where the girl is teasing the guy. There's just this little middle school, or it might have been elementary school flirtations. It was really cute. And apparently the guy who's writing the manga for that is doing two at the same time, so he's also doing one where they've already grown up and are married. Because it's kind of like, this is where it's going. I'm just making cutesy shit. Which kind of reminds me of like old-fashioned, like the comics you'd see in the funny papers. Stuff like Blondie, where it's just not everything needs to be not everything needs to be Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, Zulu versus Boers 2.0. So I don't know how you trigger the third South African War. I think somebody told me before, but I think the Boers have to win again, but then there has to be a collapse again, or something. And then John McCain shows up. John McCain the Fourth, that is. All right, so I think our administrative strain is finally gone. Awesome. Mohawk Games Old World is going to release on July 1st. Yeah, I think you guys told me about that, or am I thinking of Humankind? But it's the one? Is this the one that it's made by one of the developers from like CK4, right? Yeah, I'm looking it up. Yeah, you guys have told me about this one before. You can actually pre-order it now, but remember, no pre-orders. Ever. And yet as the years go by, people still don't fucking learn. You hate to see it. It's for all those people who keep pre-ordering. So just remember that next time you think about pre-ordering a game. And then people go, "Oh, he's talking about Cyberpunk," or whatever's the latest shit. It's a tale as old as time. And people still don't fucking learn. Apparently, Japanese Gyaru culture, which is what that one anime is based off of, is actually based off of Baywatch episodes, which appeared on Japanese TV in the 90s. Gyaru culture? I don't know what that is. Let me look that up. Okay. Gyaru, I'm going off Wikipedia. Oh my god. And the first thing it says is this article has multiple issues, and there's like 5 fucking problems with it, and 3 of them are from 2015 and they haven't been fixed. But Wikipedia is a legitimate source! Alright, let's try something else. Okay, I'm on a site called aesthetics.fandom.com. Gyaru is one of the oldest Japanese fashions that still exists today. Despite being mostly known for its variant that peaked in the 1990s, it already existed previously in different forms since 1968. It's tanned skin, big hair, and rebellious outfits going against traditional Japanese beauty standards. Gyaru appeared extreme in the past. It's toned down as time went on. Well, does she have big hair in that anime? I thought she just kind of had plain straight hair. It's just that she has the dark skin. Time to pre-order 50 copies of Victoria 3. Yeah, whenever Victoria 3 comes out, I'm probably just going to go dark and not listen to what anybody has to say about it. Even when I stream it, because I'll probably stream it, I'm just going to not even look at the fucking chat. Because you're going to have people who are going to be defending it no matter what, and you're going to have people who are just, no, Victoria 3 is literally Satan. It's just, for any little nitpick problem. People just get so hung up on things. You know, they get so invested in the things they like. Oberkommando South Africa. Oh, we got Burgundians. Ooh, run away, run away, run away. I actually found out, speaking of Japanese fashion, I learned an interesting phrase recently. Hold on. Meaning to refer to have you ever seen when the like you'll watch an anime or something and then there's a character, like there might be a girl who's dressed in like the Victorian fashion. Let me pull up an example of what I'm talking about. Shirubaku. Because I've been watching Shirubaku. Let's see, this would be animation department. And there's this character, Rinko, who it actually becomes a plot point. But she dresses in this like kind of Victorian-esque style. Or like here, I'll just pull up the search. So, like this style. So this is mostly fan art. What the fuck is with that baseball bat in the top left corner? What is going on there? Spoiler: she plays softball or baseball. Anyway, so it turns out the Japanese don't call that Victorian. They call it EGL, which stands for Elegant, Gothic, and Lolita. So it's just like an amalgamation of those styles put together. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Let's see, you guys can play everything with his eyes closed. Looks like the Boers are gonna win again. That's just the way it is. Okay, can improve agriculture mechanization again. How far away are we on that? Yeah, we're still taking so long, it feels like. None of this stuff is going as quick as I want. Okay. Okay, denounce the elders of Sion, or old benefactors. We'll do this other stuff for fun later. Let's for right now do old benefactors. What's outdated here? Right, the anti-tank equipment. How are these guys still training? It's taking friggin' forever. Oh, you know why? It's because we don't have manpower, I bet. So let's just stop. So how long is this going to take? This is going to still take 775 days. So I forget, is it at 60? I always forget. Is it January 1st, 68 or 69 that the war will begin? 69. So we're going to catch up. We definitely will catch up in time. Especially if I keep slamming on the economy like this. And we're going to be able to start making some military factories here in a minute. So that's good. I will cross my fingers, hoping not to be satisfied. Yeah, so EGL. New word. Word of the day. Elegant Goth Lolita. I get the look they were going for with the blueprint style, but God, I wish they didn't do that. What blueprint? What are you talking about? What? What blueprint? Prioritize the military industrial complex. That's going to give me an extra military factory when it's done too. It's pretty expensive. Let's go for it anyway. Mostly just so I can keep stacking up that in industrial equipment stuff. Did Turkey get bigger? Am I crazy? Did they have this before? Trade from Amur. Gonna get rights to resources. Yeah, whatever. Creative nickname says, considering your opponent will be blessed, humanist Tomsk, I hope you lose, CHG. Nothing personal. Well, at least you didn't make it personal. A lot of the people who come into my streams to root against me, they seem to make it personal. So we're just kind of killing time right now until the war begins. Yeah, I am trying to keep on it in regards to a lot of this stuff. You know, making sure I'm improving the correct things at the correct moments. But mostly we're just waiting for the war to begin. So let's talk about different things. Has anybody been watching the U.S. Olympic trials? I've been catching a lot of the track and field events. I actually used to run track and field when I was younger. I mostly did the long jump, but ain't nothing wrong with good old-fashioned running. So, yeah, wouldn't humanist be personal by definition? Since human is a person, yeah, nothing. South African wars come to a close. Light of democracy has been extinguished in Africa again. Well, there's like these defense leagues. What's up with them? Are they independent now? What's that about? But yeah, I would keep an eye out on the U.S. track and field team at this upcoming Olympics. I think they're going to kick a lot of ass. There are a lot of amazing runners. Do I need more oil? You know what? I want the infrastructure. Wait, is that gonna come over here to Aladon? Hold on, where am I? No, yeah. Okay, no, that's all fine. That's all fine. Yeah, so the events I would say you need to keep an eye on is you need to watch out for this. Well, she's actually not on Team USA. She's a Puerto Rican chick, but she was at that because like I was watching the trials and they were. Well, I've been catching them in pieces. On Saturday night, I was able to sit down and watch a decent amount of them, but the rest I've been catching in pieces. But anyway, they were up in Oregon, and it was mostly Americans, but like the Jamaicans were there, Bahrain was there, Great Britain, etc., etc. So there were other teams there. And there was a woman qualifying for Puerto Rico, and she fucking is kicking some ass. Keep an eye out for her in the 100-meter hurdle. Customs officers looking through this. Shipment like that from the north. Only things that usually cross the border from the chaos in the north were malnourished refugees, ahead of the bullets of the border guard, and moonshine vodka that tasted like you could become blind from any second, but a whole cargo train of chromium. The next train is in 2 weeks. We're in the middle of nowhere. There's no landlines connected to the area. Silly Russians. So we're trading with Japan. They're just hurting us. Kat Tanya with no manpower will always win with CHG at her side. Her side, but yes, you were right. You get a weird ink on your ankle whenever you go running. Now you have no idea why. Well, I'm sure you've already tried stuff, but sometimes you just gotta do ankle rotations. There's a couple different ways you can do it, but I find whenever I get something going on in my ankle, is like I put my big toe on the ground, so like maybe I could sit, like I could do it sitting. Like you could sit in a chair normally, and then point your foot in a way so it's just your big toe on the ground, and then you just start to rotate it. You could go clockwise and counterclockwise, like pivoting on the toe, and you'll start to feel it stretch that ankle. And then if you know it's real stiff, sometimes you get that, you know, where the pop happens, and it feels so much better. You got to take care of me. I used to run a lot. I used to be a marathon runner. Yeah, and the shin ankle point is so critical to keep healthy. And your ITB. Anyway. See, I think we're going to keep gritting that armor up. So, as I was saying earlier, yeah, I think we're going to definitely, maybe not definitely, hopefully with some time to spare, we can get these tanks out. Uh-oh, I don't have aluminum. Let's trade with Germany, because we like them, I guess. Might be getting worn out from the... Oh yeah, could be. You know your own body better than I do. So I couldn't say. But yeah, 100-meter hurdle is going to be interesting. There's this one woman, Felix, who she's going into her 6th Olympics. She's running the 200-meter. And then there is, I hope I'm not mixing up everybody. You guys are probably going to hear a lot about, she's become this really big sensation because she has this, there's this one girl, she runs the 100-meter dash, and the 100-meter dash is a very popular event. But her name's Richardson, and she has this dyed hair that's orange, so when she runs, and she runs fucking fast, it literally looks like she's on fire. And it's actually pretty cool. So, so you're gonna probably be hearing a lot about her, because she's literally so colorful. She also runs with, like, the fake nails on, like those long ones people put on, the I guess they're press-ons or whatever. She runs while wearing those, which, like, I remember when I was watching the trials last Saturday with some... Was it this last Saturday? God, it was this last Saturday. These last few days have been exhausting. Every day has felt like 3 days. But she runs in those, so she's very extravagant looking. So you're going to be hearing a lot about her. Let's see. Memories of Harbin. So, what happened in Siberia? Did the humanists get outvoted? Yeah, they're gone. They're gone. Is that one raccoon girl or whatever? The Decembrists have taken charge. Wow. So who was it in the chat had said before that Shostakovich could be voted out of office? Guess that just happened. Get some economic assistance. All right. Okay, we're down to 525 days. Okay, we will definitely now make it. So, one thing I'm thinking about is maybe do something with, let's see, piercing. I wonder if I could make a division of just the light artillery and push through with it. Probably not, huh? Yeah, Dmitry Likhachev. For the people into the armpit fetish. Nice! Better industrial expertise. Very good. AKA Russia's consciousness. Conscious, not consciousness. Alright, yeah, we gotta keep that spending up though. Don't let up. Destroy Central Siberia for ruining the pretty blue-gray color scheme. Well, it was purple here before. I'm not sure what you exactly want me to do. I will cross my... Oh, wait, I just remember I didn't actually change these over yet. Okay, but these guys can actually start training again because we have we've got the manpower. How's my army professionalism? Still so far away. So far, I just can't say. I just can't see. Artillery only. CHG is using gamer starts. Man, I remember when I was getting bugged so much. Who the fuck started that shit? There's like, everybody go around and harass people and say, artillery only Uganda, artillery only Nepal, epic and based. It's you know, I was actually in the artillery, and I'm still not going to do it because you people are being that fucking annoying. They would just spam me. Artillery only CK2 survival campaign. Alright. Yeah, oh yeah, these guys can also be training, although that is going to eat up some of the equipment. Alright, I'm going to be right back, guys. I got to get water. I got the worst cotton mouth right now. Alright, the great question. No longer would he be a warlord among the rest. Oh shit, I didn't mean to click through it. Alright, well, fuck me. Off to Tokyo. Oh, Tokyo, tell me everything you know. Let's see. What do you actually think of his story? The fact that he gets better as he conquers more and more. Who? Who are you talking about? Who gets better? Well, everybody gets better and they conquer more, you know? Becomes a avalanche. New global presence. Took more than a day to reach, but they were celebrated in Pyongyang. He returned. He was greeted as a hero. He was no longer another warlord, but the Tsar of all Russia. So, excuse me, stability and political power. Boy, I'm getting so much political power. It's awesome. In fact, I got so much I'll actually invest in research facilities, which I almost never do. Alright. Do I want to get the signal companies? No, I need field hospitals. Shoot, should have done that a while back. The fact that you need to know math to get an artillery is the reason why I would never get into it if I went in the army. Oh, they teach you. It's all parabolas in the end. I don't think I need that extra war support. But it is a lot to calculate. Don't historians tend to have low-key beef with poli-sci folks because the poli-sci folks tend to flatten the nuance of history into trying to turn into generalized rules or something? I wouldn't say I've personally experienced any of that, but I could see where that's a thing. Like the fucking bullshit democratic peace theory. Yeah, okay. Guys, democracies would never, ever, ever fight each other. Never. Democracies are best friends. Bullshit. But the political scientists, they tend to just give names to trends, you know, like power transfer theories and stuff. I studied political science. Well, political science / government. It's the same shit. Some colleges call it political science, some call it government. It's the same thing. It's just how it's labeled sometimes. That's just whatever. That's like how I remember one of my favorite professors of all time, possibly my straight-up favorite of all time. He used to teach a class called Age of Jackson, and he didn't really like calling it that because Jackson's dead by the time you're a third of the way through the series, you know, or he's out of office. So he wanted to rename it something. He had like a couple different ideas for the name of the class, but it's a whole thing. You have to go through the university, and then this particular professor was in the University of Texas system. It is like, you know, you gotta appeal it to a bigger board, and it's like when you want to change the name of a class, it could literally end up being like a a 2 to 3 year process to rename a class. And he just goes, I don't care that much. The Gloria of Russia will be reclaimed. Alright, what are we going to do next? Maybe Land Doctrine? Land Doctrine could be good. Or... this is going to be to 100% war support. Jacksonian society and its consequences. Thing with the Amur's current names, I know exactly what they translated it from in Russia. With the all-Russian government of the Far East here? This or what? Trip to Tokyo and an interesting offer. If Rodzewski were to power up, that means he's going Super Saiyan. Okay, I'm gonna ask a serious question, Potential Plateau. Are you secretly Ina from HoloLive using an alt account? The great question. An agreement that satisfies both parties. So we're getting this area or what? So basically we're trading them resources so that they'll give us Bilubazad. Yeah, so we get manpower, effectively. Reclamation has been achieved! With our delegation and the Japanese coming to an agreement, Outer Manchuria has finally been returned to Russian hands. The official handover was conducted in the province, and our garrisons have moved in to replace the Japanese. Major celebrations have been conducted in cities all over the Far East, and a speech by Rodzewski in the capital was met by hundreds of joyous citizens. The goal of diplomatic victory has undoubtedly been achieved, and support for our regime has risen. There have been far more boons than just the reclaiming of former Russian lands, however. Conducting a successful diplomatic negotiation with a superpower such as Japan has greatly increased our legitimacy on the world stage and within our own nation. More and more people are begging to support Rodzewski and the RFP government. They're begging to support? Unfortunately, not everything is perfect, and within hours of our ownership of the province, terrorist activity has been reported. It appears that while Japan has given us back our former territory, they gave us a bandit problem too. Our black shirts are already on the case, having dealt with multiple bandit problems in the past, and we believe the terrorists will be a small stint in our great reclamation. Who cares about bandits? Let's celebration! We've got ultra-nationalists here. We've got a few different people. It's a celebration. So it's not really letting me actually integrate here. Is it supposed to? It's a celebration. Oi, oi, what's this? Waiting for equipment to be produced. Oh, right. That's going good. Potential answer no. Ina would have said Ina. Wales unifies with India. So here was the funniest pun, personally, that I remember seeing Ina do. She was telling a story. I guess she was at the offices that they have or something and ran into the manager. And then she goes, "How are you doing?" And the manager goes, "I'm pretty tired." And then Ina says, "Same." Wait, no, not same. Taco. And then the manager goes, "I'm sorry, you need to explain that one to me." And she goes, "Well, because same is same. It's spelled like same, which means shark, but I'm not the shark. Guru's the shark. I'm Ina, the taco. So, not same, taco." And then the manager goes, "I need to get sleep." I was just able to picture it in my mind so well. It was very funny. Main battle tank. Oh, this would have, I didn't notice this before. This would have given me main battle tank bonuses. Maybe I want to do that. Let's see, I'm at 26 divisions. They got a lot of shit. You know, now we're gonna look to the future, I guess, or... No. Quality in quantity. I've made my commitment. I should have done tanks, I guess, but oh well. Too late now. Manager shenanigans are top tier. What's up, Caesar? Yeah, Hololive is just such a fucking hilarious thing to me. There's just maybe it's just because I only ever watch clips and not stream, so I only get the highlights. But there's so many hilarious characters. They're all bringing different things to the table. Come on, let's go. God, we're still gonna have more than a year to go after this, I think. I might be calling it a day then in about 5 minutes, so we can at least split up this the interwar period. Let's come right here. I'm gonna try to drive that way towards Kazakhstan. John F. Kennedy, I like your further words. Have Caesar do a whole stream, open TNO, and have him walk over the keyboard until you win the game. Okay, so funny story about Caesar and the keyboard. So I was once working on a research paper, and that particular semester I had a schedule where, and it was, actually that's usually how it goes anyway. I had a schedule where I'd have more than one class in a day, but they weren't like back to back to back, so I'd have time in between the classes. So what I would do is I was working on this paper, so I would wake up in the morning, I'd be working on it before I went to school. I go to school. Hold on. More men, more guns. Yeah. We gotta get this damn Army professionalism up. It's going so fucking slow, I can't believe it. So we have disgruntled veterans. If we're lucky, we'll be able to get to political interference, but I don't think so. Yeah, just kind of ass. But anyway, so I would work on papers before I went to school, and then I was at school in between classes. I would go to the library or something, open up the computer, and work on it there. So I was New Mexico State University had a really good like cloud network thing for your documents. Never ever had a problem with it. It worked fantastic. Now, let's say you were working on a group project. And like somebody else was working on it at the same time, you would see like where their cursor was, and it might be like red, and it's so it'd say John Doe, Jane Doe, and you could see them. The words would be appearing, and they would be typing in a different section of the document while you worked on something. So that was really interesting. So one day I'm working in the morning on my paper. Then I get up, go to school, go to computer, log in. Oh, thank you very much for the super chat. Much appreciated. No message though. That's fine. Thank you. Oh, Puyi has died. The most interesting boring man in history, or perhaps the most boring interesting man. Hold on, more men and guns. Yeah, let's get across the tundra. Let's get that professionalism up. So anyway, one day so on that day I go and I'm at the library and I'm, typing away, and then I see the little cursor appear and it has my name. It says Conquering History Games. Why is the cursor, or like why does it have a mark up there when I'm typing over here? And then I would see just a couple little random letters pop out, and then I realized I left my computer open at home, and so Caesar must have been up on my desk and his paws were touching the keyboard, so he was typing on my research paper. Oh man, it was very cute. I'm getting so many industry bonuses, and yet I don't even research it. Got like 1 million of them. Just keep stacking them up. What is everybody else doing? Import, exports, declaration of intentions. Smother me in your bits. Yeah, all 4 of these are really interesting parties. If the time ever comes that I play Central Siberia and I go with them, I can't wait to hear everybody going, "No, you need to pick the one I like!" Ooh. And then they're going to be all upset. Uh-oh. Okay, no, we still got inferior enemy. Good, 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 good. I would cross my fingers, hoping not to be satisfied. Get in the way. Ready for... What about the Levant? Yeah, sure, I can take a look at it in a second. Hold on. Let me just figure out what I want to do. Oh, yeah, our new provinces. We'll get decisions so we can control the land. There we go. The humanists are going to go from Soc Dem to Socialist in the update. Really? Are any of the others going to move too? But yeah, let's see what's going on in the Levant. It looks like they went with the Levantine Kingdom. Hussein's court is despotic. Scion of the Hashemites. House of Sauds in Arabia. That's probably why it's called Saudi Arabia right now. Caesar has given his knowledge to help you. You should be grateful for such a miracle. Yeah. Alright, and how's LBJ doing? Well, he doesn't have a thing until next year. Let's see. Not too much extremism popping up. A tiny little bit of Gus Hall. That's it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, war. Caucasus. Looks like the Caucasus Kingdom just blew up. The Great Caucasian Revolt. What a picture. Just... Ah! Oh no, I didn't know this firing range was 2 ways. Use the random number generator for Tomsk, then almost nobody will complain with the faction you play. Oh no, that's absolutely 100% not true, because when I played the Siberian Black Army, I went full anarchy and did coin flips for every decision. And the thing is, if I remember correctly, it starts 75% anarchy and 25%, I think it's, wait. Yeah, I think it's 75% anarchy and then 25% despotism. So really, that could... And I think a couple of people did bring it up where it's like, oh, you're saying it's 50-50, but the anarchists have such a huge lead that you're really playing anarchists and you just didn't want to commit to it. And then the despotism ended up winning, and then everybody was whining in the comments constantly, like, no, my mother anarchy is so mad right now. Wow. I'm using that voice a lot in today's stream. I probably should quit it. Let's try to get a couple of motorized divisions out so they can go through any gaps in the lines. So what are these decisions here? Through the will of the Japanese, we've been able to gain control. Most notorious is the Northeastern Anti-Japan United Army. It needs to be defeated to protect our new towns and railroads. Okay, well, goodness, this seems like it's going to cost a lot. So, with the will of the Japanese, we have been able to gain control of large swathes of outer Manchuria, as well as the eastern edge of the Trans-Siberian Railroad. While our followers and soldiers are beginning to move into our rightful lands, bandits and partisans still roam the eastern steppes and valleys. Or the vast steppes and plains. Most notorious is Kim Il-sung's Northeast Anti-Japanese United Army, which will need to be defeated to protect our new towns and railroads. The strength of the NAGUA is currently overpowering. Okay, so we've done all that. Once they become vulnerable enough, we can just assassinate him with 50 political power. We're no longer getting lessons from the Ice March. Part of me had wanted to wait on that, but oh well. Let's see, allocate education funding. Yes. The Heirs of Babylon. This is an alternative universe where the Reich loses its struggle against the capitalist West and the mongrel states of Russia after our beloved Führer is cut down by a sniper's bullet in 1935. The Heirs of Babylon details the lives of people living in divided Berlin, Londinium, Alexandria, and Philadelphia, the new capital of the Americas. Much of the world is divided between the imperial domain of Britannia, who have reclaimed their traditional thrones in Germany and France, the Führerreich, the United American Federation, whose borders stretch from the North Pole to the South Pole, and the insidious Pan-Eurasian Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. So, Ferdinand Featherston's an investigator with a license to kill, beholden only to Britannic majesty. Searching for his wife in Red Europe, he's swept up in a world-shaking plot in Berlin. The chase takes him to America, France, Africa, and finally to Gibraltar in a series of daring escapes and high-speed gun battles. The crux of the novel's events is the Gibraltar Missile Crisis, a tense nuclear standoff between the Dominion and the Pan-Eurasian Union, while the United Federation seeks to undermine both sides and provoke a war for their own purposes. The novel ends in uncertainty, with tanks massing across the Gibraltar border and an American fleet refusing to answer hails, circling like vultures. Will Ferdinand use the Dominion's most powerful weapons? Will he rescue the woman he loves? What childish fantasy. Code Geass? I haven't seen that. I've heard Code Geass is good. It's like a mech anime, right? But I've never personally watched it. It's only one season or something, right? It's like just 24 episodes, nothing too crazy. Alright, we've hit the point where it was about a year to go. So, I think we're gonna be stopping it here in a minute. Okay, so we did all that stuff, and it has done 0 to the NAJUA. This is absolute bullshit. At least we got some composite armor. Alright, we probably should go work on that industry, which we're constantly getting research bonuses for. Get in the way, da 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 da. There we go, get that and get that. Okay, I think we're ready. That's it. Okay, thank you very much for joining me. By the way, the Kim Il-sung, the one who we're fighting, I'm pretty sure is supposed to be the one who was the founder of North Korea in our own timeline. So, yeah, that'll be all. So thank you very much for joining me. I'm Conquering History Games. I'll probably stream again later today, but I'm not going to be doing it at my usual time tonight. As I said yesterday, I'm going to be spending time with my father for Father's Day. He was busy on actual Father's Day, so we're doing it tonight. You have a pleasant day. See you later. Bye.